Previously, we explored some of ChemPal Tutor's key capabilities. In this section, we will see how the app works step by step, starting with how a new user signs up and sets up a profile. ChemPal Tutor offers 3 plans: the free plan, the student plan, and the teacher plan. With the teacher plan, instructors can upload their own teaching materials and create custom practice problems or exam questions for their students. To get started, we click Get Started Free or Sign In. We can register using a Google account or any other email address. After selecting an email, we confirm and allow authentication. Since this is our first time logging in, ChemPal Tutor asks us to set up a profile. Here, we enter our first name, last name, and grade level. Once we save the profile, we are taken directly to the main dashboard. This is the ChemPal Tutor dashboard. On the left side of the screen, we see a list of chemistry topics. There are 25 topics, and each topic contains several subtopics. We can scroll through the list or use the search bar at the top. For example, let's search for Lewis structures and select that topic. Once selected, the session is now focused on Lewis structures, and all interactions will relate to this topic. At the bottom right of the screen, we find the main learning tools: Explain Concept, Solve Problem, Give Hint, Practice Quiz, and Draw Lewis. There is also a paperclip icon for uploading homework. Let's begin by reviewing a concept. In the text box, we type, "How do we draw the Lewis structure of phosphorus pentachloride?" Then we click Explain Concept. ChemPal Tutor generates a step-by-step explanation. First, it counts the total number of valence electrons. Next, it identifies the central atom. Then it forms bonds between atoms. Finally, it distributes the remaining electrons and shows the completed Lewis structure. We scroll down to view the full explanation. The app also displays a 3-dimensional molecular model. We can rotate the molecule and zoom in or out to better understand its geometry. We can also click the audio button to listen to the explanation instead of reading it.
Drawing the Lewis structure of a molecule like phosphorus pentachloride, PCl5, helps us visualize how atoms are connected and how valence electrons are distributed as bonding pairs and lone pairs. This is crucial for understanding a molecule's geometry and reactivity. Here's a step-by-step guide to drawing the Lewis structure for PCl5. Step 1. Count the total number of valence electrons. First, determine the number of valence electrons for each atom in the molecule and sum them up.
After learning the concept, the next step is to check our understanding. We click Practice Quiz. ChemPal Tutor generates a multiple-choice question related to Lewis structures. We select an answer and submit it. The app immediately tells us whether the answer is correct and explains why. Next, we click the Practice Problem button at the bottom left of the dashboard. Instead of using a fixed list of questions, ChemPal Tutor generates a new problem based on what we are currently studying. Since we are working on Lewis structures, the AI creates a similar problem to reinforce that topic. As we answer correctly, the difficulty increases from easy to medium and then to hard. This keeps practice challenging but not frustrating. Once the problem appears, we try to solve it ourselves. If we need help, we click Solve Step by Step, and ChemPal Tutor guides us through the solution one step at a time. After we submit our answer, the AI checks it instantly and explains not only whether it is correct, but also why. This makes the practice problem feature feel like a personalized tutor creating custom exercises on demand. Now let's practice drawing a structure. We click Draw Lewis. The app asks us to draw the Lewis structure of water. We drag an oxygen atom and 2 hydrogen atoms into the workspace. Then we connect them with bonds and add lone pairs. When we click Submit, the AI checks the structure and provides feedback. Next, let's see how ChemPal Tutor helps with calculation problems. We switch to the topic Gas Laws. Before viewing the full solution, we click Give Hint. The app guides us toward the correct equation and reminds us of key ideas. Now we click Solve Problem. ChemPal Tutor shows a complete step-by-step solution, including the given values, the equation used, and the final answer with correct units and significant figures. ChemPal Tutor can also solve problems from uploaded homework. We click the paperclip icon and upload an image or PDF file containing chemistry questions. Then we click Solve Problem. The app generates detailed solutions for each question in the file. The app can also generate flashcards for review. Students can use these to reinforce key ideas. The progress tracker shows how many easy, medium, and hard questions have been completed in each topic. Now let's look at the buttons in the top right corner of the screen. The first button allows us to send feedback. We can type comments or suggestions and send them directly to the ChemPal Tutor team. The next button deletes the current chat session. This clears the conversation and lets us start fresh with a new topic or question. The next button allows us to save the chat as a PDF file. This is useful for downloading worked solutions, explanations, or quiz results for later study. The Help button opens the Getting Started guide, where we can learn how to use the app and make the most of its features. Next is the Settings menu. Here we can switch between light and dark mode. We can choose concise or detailed explanations. We can set the difficulty level to easy, medium, hard, or adaptive. We can also turn audio responses on or off. The last button is Subscription, where we can upgrade or cancel our plan. Currently, ChemPal Tutor supports 11 languages. From the language list, we can, for example, select Amharic, and all explanations and responses will automatically appear in that language. This makes chemistry learning more accessible to students around the world. ChemPal Tutor helps students understand chemistry concepts, practice problem solving, receive instant feedback, and visualize molecules in 3 dimensions. Whether you are a student, teacher, or tutor looking for smarter chemistry support, ChemPal Tutor is designed for you. Thank you for watching this continuation of our ChemPal Tutor demonstration. Please share this video with anyone who wants to improve their chemistry learning.